Welcome, welcome, beautiful spirits. Thank you for showing up and flowing here with me on the Free Spirit Flow Yoga channel. In today's practice, we will invite in the essence of coconut and honey through light, refreshing, and nourishing movement. And then the essence of honey through longer holds, slower movement, and some melty yin-like postures. So when you're ready to get started, let's move down to a seat and begin our practice together. We will begin this practice with a few rounds of our honey breath. So with our honey breath, you'll take a deep inhale through your nose. And as you breathe out, you'll make the sound mm. So when you're ready for some sweet and nourishing honey breath, close down your eyes. Roll your shoulders down your back. Breathe in deeply through your nose. And on your exhale, Our honey breath really helps relax the nervous system and draw all of our attention inward and to our bodies. So a couple more rounds of breath like that. Breathe in through your nose. And one more. Breathe in deeply. And your exhale out. Let your eyes blink open. And let's move into our table together. Lift up to your hands and your knees. We'll start with a slow and opening stretch to begin our practice. Extend your right leg out long by your right side and press the bottom of your right foot into your mat, or into the ground, I guess. It won't really be on your mat. Soften your hips back. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck and your head. And enjoy the opening and stretchiness through the back of your right leg for just a couple more deep breaths. A slow rise back up onto hands and knees. Bring your right knee back in. And let's take this to the other side. Stretch out the left leg. Let your hips drop back into this half extended leg child's pose. Invite yourself to really practice gratitude throughout this time on your mat. Really savor and appreciate each moment, each movement, and each posture. Slow rise and lift. Move back into your table pose. And tuck your toes under. Glide your hips back into our first downward facing dog. Let's go through 3 rounds of our flowing down dog. So lift the heels, breathe in, round and roll forward to your high plank. As you breathe out, bend your knees, dip your navel down, sit bones point up, and glide the hips back, downward facing dog. 2 more of those. Slow roll forward to high plank. Glide, roll back, downward facing dog. And last one. Breathe in, high plank, roll forward. Now keep bringing your hips forward towards the wrists. Keep the toes tucked and land in upward dog. Hug your navel in, press into the palms, shine the center of your heart forward. Deep breath in. Breathe out, mild twist, look over the right shoulder. Such a yummy stretch. One more breath in here. Move through center. Turn, look over the left shoulder. Back through center. Press into your hands. Bend the knees, glide back, downward facing dog. Travel forward, feet come to the front of your mat and land in your standing forward fold, but step your feet to the edges of your mat. Let your upper body melt over your legs like honey. Deep breath in. Soften on your exhale. Left fingertips under your gaze. Wave your right arm open. Deep breath. And release and switch. Right fingertips down. Left fingertips wave up. Pressing into the feet. Stretching the left fingertips towards the sky. Let's flow through that 2 more times on each side. Really drawing your navel in with each breath out. 1 more time to your right. And now to your left. Hands back down underneath the shoulders. point your toes out and lower the hips, yogi squat. Bring your hands up to your heart's center. And we'll flow between yogi squat and forward fold. So again, lift the hips high, fold over the legs. Drop the hips low, open up the hips, yogi squat. Let's just do that once more. Lift the hips. Release and open. Hips lift up just enough so you can step your feet back to your plank. Bend the knees, hips glide back, downward facing dog. Let's head into our main flow where we'll find a little more fluid movement that will be nourishing and so refreshing for your body and your mind. Root down into your left foot, right leg waves back into tripod. Bend at your right knee and open up the right hip space. Right foot travels forward, high lunge. Arms wave and reach over your head. Soften your shoulders down your back. Now right hand to the left wrist. We'll side bend, reach over to the right. You can really feel this stretch, opening the side body and even deepening and opening up the left hip a little more. Deep breath in. Hands release to frame your front foot. Land into your pyramid. Straighten out both legs. Halfway lift here in your pyramid. And then breathe out, melt over your front leg. Your deep breathing will help make these postures more melty, more savory and sweet. Lunge into the right leg, release your back knee down. Left hand stays on your mat, wave your right arm back and catch your left foot. Let your hips sink forward and relax. Open up the front body, soften your head back. Deep breath in. Seated half splits. Hips move back. And find length through the upper body. And then again, fold and deepen in. Modified low lunge, bend into the right knee. Right hand waves up and behind you for your revolved lunge. Left fingertips reach towards the sky. Let's move through this very refreshing flow. So we'll be coming back here in just a moment. Left hand to your mat. Half split, straighten the right leg. but add in a little twist so the right arm stretches up. Right back to where we were, revolved lunge. Let the right hand slide down your leg as far as it will go. And then flow right back in to your half splits with a funky little twist. One more time. Revolved lunge. Take it back. Add in your twist in your half splits. Right hand down, frame your front foot. And take it back, downward facing dog. Do a little check-in with your breath, with your body. Let's take this through on the other side now. Left toes wave up and back. Bend the left knee, open up your hip space. Left foot travels forward. Meet me in your high lunge. Left hand to the right wrist now. Lean over to your left. Stretch out the right side body. And right into pyramid, hands flow down, framing the front foot. Looking forward and breathing out, fold over the left leg. Now let's move down into that low lunge. Back knee on your mat. Left arm waves back for your right foot. Opening through the front body. Beautiful. Let's release back into seated half splits. Flexing the left toes to really illuminate that beautiful stretch through the left leg. Shoulders away from your ears, but relaxing your upper body down towards the earth. Bring the hips forward into your low lunge. Left hand waves back and behind you. Right arm stretches up and over. Let's move into that very refreshing flow. So seated half splits. Bring in your little twist here. And then forward with the hips. Right arm waves up. And then again, back and twist. One more time. Left hand down to frame your front foot. Lunge forward, and we're actually going to add a couple postures on here. So lift up your back knee, walk your hands towards the long edge of your mat, bend into both knees, toes point away from each other, and bring your hands up onto your thighs. Add some nice flossing in here. Let your hips move from side to side. Beautiful. Point your toes forward towards the long edge of your mat. Hands slide down the legs into your wide-legged forward fold. Hands on your ankles so you can gently draw yourself in deeper. Bring your hands down under your shoulders. Hands walk towards the front of your mat. Let's step the left foot back into plank. Let your knees come down, hips forward into your upward dog, but keep your knees on your mat. You can stay here, or to explore this deeper variation with me, point your toes up towards the stars and let your head fall back. Deep breaths here. Beautiful. Let's go right back to sitting on our heels. Walk your hands behind your hips. Shine your heart forward. To go a little further, you can release your forearms down to your mat. And to go into the deepest variation, slowly slide your arms towards your legs. And so you really find that stretch through the front body, through your quad muscles. And let's start to come back up. So walking to forearms and then pressing up to your hands. Move all the way down to your seat. Send your legs forward to the edges of your mat. And bring your hands to the edges of your feet Take a deep breath in and look up. Breathe out, bend your elbows, draw yourself into your forward fold. Slow rise, bring your shoulders up over your hips. And bend into your knees. And slow lower down onto your back. Close down your eyes. Let your toes point away from each other, letting your feet just fall open. And palms open up. Walk your shoulders away from your ears. Soften your jaw. And enjoy a few moments here, soaking in the benefits of your practice and feeling the transformation in your body and mind. When you're ready to close your practice, take some deep breaths to center back into your body. Bring your hands together, palms touch. Take a moment of gratitude to appreciate yourself for showing up to your mat. Sending gratitude and love to your practice and to yourself. Thank you for showing up and joining this coconut and honey fusion flow. I hope you're feeling light, refreshed, and so nourished in body and mind. Thank you for being here and for practicing with me. Your presence is so appreciated. Namaste.